Good people suffer because in life it does not matter whether you're a good or a bad person. We all go through obstacles, some having it worse than others. But that's just because life isn't fair. But it's not meant to be fair.
I think suffering can arise from the consequences of actions. Whether it be your own actions or the actions of other people, I think suffering can very much arise from the consequences of actions. Now,
Personally, I think that you can't really classify people as good or bad. Like there are definitely people who do more bad things than others, but I don't think we have the right or like the ability to classify people as good or bad.
I think that being good or bad is irrelevant in relation to the amount of suffering that one receives.
Good people suffer because good people is still people. There are no exceptions. Good people, bad people, everyone suffers. Old, young, male, female, everyone suffers. It is part of anyone's life.
Good people also tend to suffer because other people tend to take advantage of good people.
He suffers in this world. It's not a secret, but I believe it's how they handle their sufferings is what makes them a good or a bad person.
I don't think suffering is meaningless. I think suffering is a point in your life that you can be really, really reflective about, and that you have to take a step back and kind of analyze what choices you've done to lead to this point and what choices other people have made in order to lead to this point as well.
I do believe that suffering gives meaning to a lot of people. It could be their hardships, their failures, their breakups. It comes to them as a sort of a learning experience, and it's how they handle the suffering is what truly separates them from the others.
All sufferings have meanings. Like it is subjective to a person, subjective to the person's current state. But generally, what they call the suffering means that you are ready to be pushed to the next level, that you are better than you were yesterday or a minute ago or a second ago. That means you can still grow and, break out of that shell.
Suffering has meaning because it tends to push people out of their comfort zone, hence towards growth. And then, so suffering usually tends to make people better.
When good people do good actions, they don't usually think about their loss and instead think about the benefit of the other person. I don't think the good people think of the actions they do as suffering and instead think more of the benefit they have done for the other person.
Imagine a world where righteous and obedient people were protected by God. These people could cross the streets against the lights in the face of heavy traffic and be free from injury. God wouldn't let anything bad happen to them, simply because they continuously do good deeds and God favored them. A world in which good people suffer from the same natural dangers causes problems. But a world in which good people are immune to those laws would cause greater problems. Now, let us discuss why bad things happen to good people. There is a misconception that the laws of God dictates the unfortunate events that happen to a person. Now you ask, isn't He the Almighty God, the Omnipotent One? Well, events such as natural disasters and death are caused by laws of nature. Laws of nature do not make exceptions for nice people. Laws of nature treat everyone alike. Now, we question ourselves, what did I do to deserve this? Why do we have to get sick? Why do good people die? The pain that we feel are not God's way of punishing us. Rather, it represents nature's way of warning good and bad people that all of us are treated equally. Now it's up to us to make it a meaningful suffering